Wow, this lighting looks really good. What's up, guys? TaeInfinite. Welcome to the Drunken Ship channel. I'm one of your hosts, TaeInfinite. I'm so used to the podcast and I'm talking about the podcast. But if I said podcast, we also do podcasts every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So you should check it out. But that doesn't matter. You're here for the logo itself, or thumbnail. Sorry. I'm late night and I'm just rolling with it. Yes, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog review, retrospective, whatever you want to call it. I did this review last year. I did it like during the spring last year when COVID first happened, so I just decided to do reviews of one of my favorite games of all time, or series. It's Sonic games, but particularly the classic Sonic games from Sonic 1, 2, CD, 3, Knuckles, Mania. Those games, I love those games. I love classic Sonic. I love how they feel and how they play, all that, blah, 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 you know. But this is reviews for the Drunken Ship viewers. This is the same video from my personal YouTube channel, but I'm giving you guys the Drunken Ship viewers this review. And next year, or actually after this recording this year actually, but Sonic 30th anniversary this year, and they released a game which I have no idea why it's coming out next year. It's Sonic Origins. It's a collection of these games excluding Sonic Mania. So I just do a compilation review prior to the release, like way ahead, because the game, I have no idea why the game is being released next year. It shouldn't be. Just port the iOS games to PS5, Xbox Series S, whatever, you know. But I can't complain. It's coming to PS5, and that's coming there for years. I wanted the PS4 to have those games too, but now it's PS5, so can't complain. It's coming to PS5. But hope you enjoyed this review, or retrospective, whatever you want to call it. So enjoy. After the major success of the platform plumber Mario, Sega decided to say screw it, it's time for us to make a new mascot, one that everyone can enjoy, something that have an attitude. And just like that, Sonic the Hedgehog was born. Making his game debut in 1991, Sonic dominated in the 90s. Advertised for its fast gameplay around Sonic's extraordinary speed, the concept of a high-speed platform game was unique for its time, and solidified the style of the gameplay series as a whole. I don't know if it's a joke, but this may be justifiable thanks to the Sega Genesis Blast processor. Sonic the Hedgehog's animal friends began disappearing one by one. He soon discovers that the evil scientist Dr. Robotnik has been kidnapping them and turning them into Batmans as part of the plan to collect all Chaos Emeralds. Sonic decides up to him to save them and defeat Robotnik once and for all. Like many 2D platformers, Sonic also follows the general format of jumping, running, and reaching a goal. What makes Sonic the Hedgehog unique, especially for its time, is its core mechanic that focuses on speed. Physics are a key to this game and the rest of the franchise. Well, kinda. Sonic's abilities include Spin Jump, which is used to defeat enemies, the Spin Attack, after which, building a certain amount of speed, Sonic is capable of dashing through enemies and hitting barriers. In Sonic the Hedgehog, stages are formatted as zones. The game consists of 7 zones: Green Hill Zone, Marble Zone, Spring Yard Zone, Leopard Zone, I hate that level, Starlight Zone, Scrap Rain Zone, and Final Zone. Each zone except for the final zone consists of 3 acts. At the end of the 3rd act, there is a boss. Sonic must defeat Dr. Robotnik's machines. It takes around 8 hits to defeat the boss and to move on to the next stage. Every zone consists of enemies called Batniks, rings, lampposts which are used as checkpoints whenever you die, loops and ramps to build momentum, bumpers, springs, and hazards. Rings are a staple to the Sonic franchise, being the health item of the series. Being hit by an enemy without rings, well yeah, you're dead. You can literally survive a zone with 1 ring, which is pretty amazing. If you manage to collect 100 rings during the zones, Sonic will be granted with 1 extra life. If a player managed to have 50 rings by completing Act 1, Act 2 of the first 5 zones, the player will have access to a giant ring, which contains the special stage. The special stages are that of a maze, filled with rings, springs, and a Chaos Emerald, which is the main goal here. Try not to hit the goal signs or you'll fail the special stage and return to the normal zone until you try again. There's a total of 6 Chaos Emeralds in the game, which is kind of awkward considering the rest of the series have 7. I'm not sure they didn't plan ahead or what. It's whatever. Every zone contains power monitors. These include a shield, which protects Sonic from a single hit, a 10-ring bonus, an extra life, invincibility, and power sneakers, which gives Sonic a limited boost in speed. For today's standard, Sonic the Hedgehog is a beautiful 16-bit game. It's colorful, giving it a bright and vibrant world. The music in this game is also really nice, especially Green Hill Zone. That music is damn iconic. Speaking of Green Hill Zone, this is the greatest tutorial level of all time. This level teaches the player the mechanics of the game and how well structured the game can be at times. Considering how simplistic this game is, there's really any cons for this game other than the zones themselves. While Sonic the Hedgehog is marketed as a fast-paced 2D platformer, that focus escapes in some stages in the game, especially in Marble Zone and even further in Labyrinth Zone. It feels like an ordinary platformer, which is rather, well, annoying. I get it, it's the first game of the franchise, hell, I like to call it the first game fatigue, but it's just bizarre how the game loses its selling point, it's a gimmick. I wonder if that improves on later installments. Hint, hint. Overall, Sonic the Hedgehog is indeed a fine game. Despite the issues of later stages, the game is, well, playable. It has an idea, but doesn't really succeed at it. It's certainly not my favorite Sonic title, but it's an okay one.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast, too.
The Sega Genesis was the hardware king in the early 90s until the release of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. To compete against Nintendo's new, more powerful system, Sega released the Sega CD, a hardware accessory that uses a CD drive. Now, with more storage capabilities, Sega was able to produce far more advanced games than prior. But you probably never heard of it, let alone seen one. The accessory pretty much failed. That said, Sega did produce its best game for the add-on, Sonic CD. You see, I actually never played Sonic CD on its original console. My first introduction to the game was Sonic Gems Collection back on GameCube. It's pretty funny because about 2 years ago I realized how many fucking copies I have of this game. GameCube, PC, Xbox 360, PS3, iOS, Android. God, I may need help after all. Yep.
That's no good.
There is no official timeline placement for Sonic CD despite being canon and being prequel to future games. We don't talk about those fucking games because they're garbage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ugh. Anyway, Sonic CD's main setting is a little planet. Sonic decides to visit the planet as it appears once a year over Never Lake. It's revealed that Dr. Robotnik has captured the planet because the planet contains the Time Stones, the focal point of the game. Since Robotnik wants to fuck up the timeline and conquer the world, it's up to Sonic to stop him. It's also worth mentioning the story introduced Amy Rose, and my second favorite villain in the series, Metal Sonic. You must defeat Metal Sonic and rescue her. Cool little origin story for both of them, I guess. It's something. To make things more clear, I'm planning the 2011 release of Sonic CD, developed by Christian Whitehead. It's the definitive version to play unless you want to be authentic as possible. In Sonic CD, Sonic plays like the previous game, so nothing much changed with Sonic's playing style other than a brand new super pill out ability. By pressing the up button along with the action button, Sonic blazes off his speed. I love this animation so much, he looks really cool here. What's new is the overall theme of the game, the time travel, meaning it's an exploration game. Throughout the levels there is time posts, present, past, and future. By warping to the past and destroying Robotnik's machines and completing the act, good futures are created. Do that for the first 2 acts of the zone, you create a good future. Each third act contains a boss. Bosses are very fucking easy in this game, like seriously easy. Usually taking less hits compared to other Sonic games. They're also more gimmicky, which I do appreciate. My favorite boss of the franchise is also in the game, so that's a plus. There's not much, a few obstacles here and there, but I just fucking love racing against Metal Sonic. Just like the first game, Giant Ring special stages return. By collecting 50 rings and reaching the end of the act, Sonic enters a new type of special stage. If you thought Sonic 1 special stages were weird, well these are just fucking trippy. What the hell is going on through the developers' minds when making these? It's like one big DMT trip, it's very fucking weird. The special stages can be really tedious at times as the Sega CD graphics are pretty damn dated. It kinda makes it a bit awkward to play. The game consists of 7 zones. I won't go into further detail with each zone as my thoughts are pretty much the same. The zones are Palm Tree Panic, Collision Chaos, Tidal Tempest, Quartz Quadrant, Rocky Workbench, Stardust Speedway, and Metallic Madness. As someone who's obsessed with cyberpunk and dystopian dark future settings, I fucking love this game's visual aesthetic. It's on point here. That along with the Japanese soundtrack, this is the most kick-ass Sonic soundtrack in the series. It's so 90s extreme, but I just fucking love it. Major shout out to the composer of this game. If you're watching this, you did a fantastic job with the soundtrack. Aesthetics aside, now here's one of my problem I lost with Sonic CD. It's fucking level design. Like I said before, it's an exploration game. I truly understand it from a developer's standpoint, as it blends with Sonic CD's story. Of all classic Sonic games, Sonic CD is up there with Sonic 1 as the worst levels in the series. It doesn't cooperate with the game's fast-paced gameplay at all. The game wants the player to travel to different time periods, and to do that, Sonic must gain a certain amount of speed to warp. Sonic CD's level design says fuck you, and it screws you over completely. Now I understand the saying Sonic games punish you for going too fast. It was this fucking game here. Like what the hell is this? You know, before I created this review, I gave the game an extra play to declare my thoughts even more and also see if the level design incorporates with the gameplay. There's like really small moments it does, like really small. It's most noticeable in Palm Tree Panic and Starting Speedway, but my point still stands here. I mean, yeah, it's nice the game gives you optional ways of getting good features to either buy special stages or time travel, but that doesn't really excuse the game's awkward level design. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm so incredibly mixed with this game, like really mixed. There's elements in this game I really fucking adore, and it's also one I get really annoyed with. I just can't help but not grasp the idea of this level design. It's like eating a well done steak. The flavors are there, but it's not good as a medium rare steak. You get what I'm saying here? The game isn't fundamentally bad at all, believe me on that. It works flawlessly, and in my opinion only when you go to the time stones, but that takes away the fun gimmick of the game, which is the time travel. I really wish I could love this game as much as other Sonic fans, but I simply just can't. After the same success of Sonic 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released the following year. Cooler, faster, and more blue than ever. Also, this motherfucker made bank too at the time. Sonic 2 is also the most selling Genesis game of all time. That's pretty nice. Like the first game, Dr. Robotnik is back capturing animals, so Sonic the Hedgehog must stop him again with his sidekick Tails.
But wait! There's more!
This time around though, Dr. Robotnik has a greater scheme, the Death Egg, or Death Star. They're literally the same thing. Someone should like sue Eggman because he kind of, ripped off the Death Star.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Anyways, Sonic 2 isn't that much different from Sonic 1, but don't let that fool you entirely. Sonic 2 is about speed. This time around, Sonic now has the ability to spin dash. By pressing down the down button and also the jump button, Sonic and also Tails is able to curl into a ball and blaze off into full speed. Not only that, but it's also the attack option too. This vastly improves Sonic's playing style as it keeps the flow of the game running smoothly. The game consists of 11 zones, now larger than the first game. Emerald Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Aquatic Ruin Zone. I personally love this level. It's a water level, but the goal is not to enter the water at all. You try to avoid it as much as possible. Casino Night Zone, Hilltop Zone. This is an underrated stage in my opinion. Damn, it's so calm to play. It's low-key one of my favorites. Mystic Cave Zone. Dude, this soundtrack kicks all kinds of ass. Or Ocean Zone, Metropolis Zone, and this level proves that God hates me. Sky Chase Zone, Wing Fortress Zone, and Death Egg Zone. In Sonic 2, the zones are now in 2 acts instead of 3. At the end of the second act, Sonic will face a Robotnik boss. Like the previous game, if the player managed to have 50 rings while passing a checkpoint, Sonic and Tails are able to access the special stage. Special stages in this game are far superior than Sonic 1. The player must collect a certain amount of rings during the stage while avoiding hazards. If you succeed, the player is rewarded for Chaos Emerald. There are 7 Chaos Emeralds in the game. If you manage to collect all Chaos Emeralds, the players are allowed to go Supersonic. By jumping and having 50 more rings, Sonic will enter a badass enhanced state known as Supersonic. Sonic is granted with max speed and invincibility. Just remember, Sonic drains your ring count. Reach 0 and you return to normal. Also, it's pretty damn nice the game rewards you after collecting Chaos Emeralds. Without a second thought, Sonic 2 is one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. Levels are far more exciting and aesthetically pleasing. Speaking of levels, it's clear the developers learned a lot from the original game's levels design. The momentum never stops and blends well with the level design of Sonic 2. That along with the kick-ass soundtrack, you get one of the best Sonic experiences in the series. I also personally think it's the easiest Sonic game in the series, or classic series at least. It should be a more relaxing experience compared to Sonic 1. Without spoiling future reviews, I would say Sonic 2 is the glitchiest of the bunch. Why, I have no idea, but it's not worth to call the entire game awful. It's only noticeable in Ocean Zone and extremely rare in the Chemical Plant Zone. Again, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a damn good game. I really adore how well Sonic Team went back to the first game and figured out what worked and brought it to Sonic 2. It's super fun and I always have a blast playing it.
Hey, come on!
Soon after the development of Sonic 2, Sonic's creator Yuji Naka decided to create a larger Sonic title in terms of both gameplay and story. Interesting to note, the game was really supposed to release as one whole game but got split in half by time constraints. The first game was Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and its other half was Sonic and Knuckles. There's a really awkward conversation with these games as a whole, how some, even Sega themselves, try to convey to consumers that they're separate games, but who I am to question the creators, right?
Right? Wrong!
Directly after the events of Sonic 2, Sonic and Tails rush to Angel Island to inspect the Death Egg crash site. While in his super form, Sonic flies to the island and soon gets attacked by Knuckles the Echidna. Being the guardian of Master Emerald, Knuckles decides to forcibly take them as they're rightfully his. It's revealed that Knuckles was tricked by Robotnik, framing Sonic as the enemy to obtain the Chaos Emeralds to finish his typical Eggman shenanigans. Sonic and Tails must go on one last adventure to finish Robotnik once and for all. While that's pretty much a short summary of the story, Sonic 3K changed the type of narrative in the classic series. The game gives in-game story segments to get a better visual understanding of what's happening. It's pretty fucking cool. Believe it or not, most Sonic lore prior came from manuals, which I think is a vast improvement from the latter. Sonic 3K takes a larger leap with its gameplay compared to the previous 3 games. I'll make it clear from the start, this game is robust as hell and is amazing. While controlling this thing, this game feels completely different from the others. Sonic 3K introduced 3 playable characters, each with their own unique abilities, while retaining the classic style gameplay. Sonic, controlling the same as the previous titles, Sonic is now capable of using the Insta-Shield ability. By double tapping the jump button, Sonic is capable of using the Invincibility Flame for a split second, which becomes very useful in boss battles. Now that the levels introduce new elemental shields, fire, electric, and bubble, Sonic can alter his combat. While equipped and doing the Insta-Shield command, Sonic is capable of using these powers at his advantage. The fire shield allows Sonic to blast off into a fireball and be immune to lava. The electric shield, which is my favorite, gives Sonic the ability to double jump and collect rings around him like a magnet. Bubble shield allows Sonic to breathe underwater, thank fucking god, and bounce around platforms. This gives Sonic more depth than before and is a really nice addition to this type of game. While the game doesn't specifically tell you, some boss battles can be easily defeated by using certain elemental shields. Tails' unique ability is flight. By double tapping the jump button, Tails is able to fly and reach higher locations throughout the zone. People will argue he's the easy mode compared to the other characters in the game, which I somewhat do agree. You're able to zoom over most obstacles and hazards with much ease. While Sonic is the normal, Tails is the easy, Knuckles is the hard mode of Sonic 3K. Knuckles is a powerhouse, able to crush his way through walls leading to different paths unique to him. He's slower and has a slightly weighted jump, it gives player more edge than others. Knuckles' unique ability is gliding and climbing. Yet again, by double tapping the jump button, Knuckles is able to glide to different locations through the game. If landed near a wall, Knuckles is able to climb walls and explore different higher locations. Alright, that felt like a lot. Anyway. The game consists of not 6, not 7, but fucking 14 zones. Like hell yeah, dude. What's even crazy is these levels are 3 times larger than Sonic 2. The zones are Angel Island Zone, the homeland of Knuckles the Echidna and Emeralds, Hydrocity Zone, probably the best water level in the classic Sonic games. Everything here is consistent. Marble Garden Zone, Carnival Night Zone, nothing new, just another carnival level. Ice Cap Zone. Oh my god, this level is fucking amazing. The best soundtrack in the game too. Look, Sonic rides a fucking snowboard, like let's fucking go. The Launch Base Zone, Mushroom Hill Zone. Okay, I guess? Nah. Flying Battery Zone, Sandopolis Zone. Nothing here makes sense and breaks my flow of the game. Lava Reef Zone. Why is this game so fucking good? Hidden Palace Zone. The transition from Lava Reef to here is a pretty nice touch. Sky Sanctuary Zone. Gorgeous, fun, and challenging. Death Egg Zone. Move aside, Luke Skywalker, this level is insanity. Doomsday Zone. The last and true final level of Sonic 3K. After collecting all the emeralds, Super Hypersonic, spoiler alert, face against Robotnik in the space. This is the only level exclusive to the Super State. Remember how Sonic 2 utilized the Star Post for special stages? This time around they're used for bonus stages. They're pretty much mini games where the player can grind out lives, rings, and shields. It's nothing much, but it's a cute little feature. Now speaking of special stages, they are nothing like the previous titles. In Sonic 3K they're scattered across each zone as giant rings. When entering the special stages, a new type of place is introduced, and man, I love these. It's easy to grasp on and also being challenging. Completing all, you're allowed to turn to Super Sonic. The same feel as the previous game, but this time around the transformation is optional to the player unlike Sonic 2. Thank God. What I got annoyed with Sonic 2 is whenever the player jumps after having the Super State requirement, Sonic transforms instantly. In Sonic 3K, the player is required to use the Insta-Shield command to transform instead. But hey, this is Sonic 3K we're talking about, so obviously there's more shit to do with the Chaos Emeralds.
But wait, there's more.
After completing the first half of Sonic 3K with all the Chaos Emeralds, the players are able to access new harder special stages which are dedicated to the Super Emeralds. After collecting them all, Sonic and the rest of the game are able to transform to a state even greater than Super Sonic himself. Sonic now turns into fucking Hypersonic, his ultimate form. Faster, stronger, and unable to drown. He's essentially God mode. He's even able to kill all enemies on the screen by pressing the Insta-Shield command. Tails is able to gain a swarm of flickers which protect and attack anything in his hitbox range, and is also faster and invincible like Super Sonic. While faster and invincible like Super Sonic, Knuckles is also able to cause the screen to shake whenever he lands after gliding. I don't have much to say about Sonic 3K's boss battles, but they're creative as Sonic CD. They're also more engaging to the player. I will note that each act contains a boss, a sub-boss in Act 1 and a main boss in Act 2. Sonic 3K is my ideal Sonic game and a blueprint for future titles. It feels like the developers were going all out and it just shows in every detail. Everything is vastly improved from the previous games while also larger in scale. This game is a clear example of growth. It takes time and in the end you'll reach to a point of near perfection. Sonic 3 and Knuckles offers me that, and I just adore playing the game from start to end no matter how many times I played it. I really love this game. What's saddening about this game though is how it's released. You see, Sega keeps treating these games as separate games, one appearing on less gaming platforms than others. Yes, it's officially they are separate games, sure, But to have the full definitive experience of their entry, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the way to go. No debate here. Man, this is the one I'm excited for the most because it's a special one. You see, Sonic Mania at the time of its original release was my first Sonic game since Generations, so I was pretty damn stoked. I remember being at my friend's house when the 25th anniversary stream aired and they revealed Sonic Mania to the world. When I tell you I was excited, I was pretty fucking excited. Sonic going back to his roots of what made him great at the time. It was a special time if you're a fan of those games, especially after the many fuck-ups attempts made by Sega before this. I can make this entire review about the history of this game, but I won't go that deep, I promise. What's interesting is this game wasn't developed by Sonic Team, but instead by Christian Whitehead and others. Christian Whitehead has a little history of the Sonic series as a developer working on improved ports of Sonic 1, 2, and CD. So from the get-go, this man knew his shit. One of the reasons I was excited for Sonic Mania anyway. I just knew this game was in good hands. Leading up to Sonic Mania's release, I remember asking myself the exact same question. There's no way this game could be this perfect, because the game was perfect so far. We have trailers that made me feel like a kid again, the fantastic artist Tyson H in this animated series Sonic Mania Adventures, amazing music from T. Lopes. Like seriously, what's the catch here? I told myself I won't drag this review out. But anyway, let's get started. The story goes back to the basics, the manual plot I like to call it, as the story is rather simple. Sonic Mania takes place after the events of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Tails discover a weird energy source and warns Sonic. As soon as the two arrive on Angel Island, they got caught up with the horrible heavies, the elite robot group led by Dr. Robotnik. I really love these guys, instantly becoming one of my favorite enemies in the series. Anyways, the heavies are retrieving the energy source as well, and it's revealed to be caused by the Phantom Ruby. So before I move on, where exactly did the Phantom Ruby come from? It's officially confirmed the energy was caused by Dimensional Breach, but where exactly did it come from? They never really go into detail. Back to the point. The heavies used the Phantom Ruby to warp Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Wait, hold on, Knuckles is here too? Oh yeah, this dude is literally napping through all of this nearby. Typical Knuckles. Soon after, the heavies transform into a more powerful version of themselves. Sonic and the rest of the game will travel throughout the world of the classic Sonic series and defeat Robotnik and his heavies. So, since I'm reviewing Sonic Mania Plus introduced Encore mode. This story takes place after the events of the original game, and this piece of shit game. Fuck that game. Its stories return on Sonic to Angel Island and introduce Mighty and Ray. Wait, hold on, holy shit! Haven't thought about this guy since 5th grade. Yet again, Sonic and the entire gang goes on a warm adventure to truly defeat Robotnik and his heavies. To put in short, Sonic 3 and Knuckles walk so Sonic Mania could run, and that's a good thing. Sonic Mania feels like an improved version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Everything from that game returns to some form. If you know how Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles played in those games, well, you should know what to expect here. Running, flying, climbing, gliding, it's all the same. This game is the bottom of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What's unique to Sonic is this new drop dash ability. Of all the classic Sonic games which give Sonic some sort of special ability, this is my favorite by far. It's about keeping as much momentum as possible, even better than the super payload from Sonic CD, as that ability is required the player to start then activate it. What's cool about drop dash is it can be activated while in motion, with the general focus of speedrunning in mind. But if you're not a fan of the drop dash, this game is nice enough to give you the option to change to the previous abilities from the other games. Now back to Mighty and Ray. You see, it's interesting and some will argue it could be a possible critique of these two characters. Both Mighty and Ray play like the other characters. Run, spin attack, and jump, you know the deal. But their unique abilities are what set them apart. Mighty is what happens when you combine both Sonic and Knuckles to one character. He's both powerful and fast. He's immune to some enemy attacks and even hazards thanks to his shell. His special ability is to do the hammer drop that's capable of destroying enemies nearby and in barriers. Now Ray is the most important one when it comes to the statement I mentioned earlier. Ray is like Sonic and somewhat Tails combined as one. His special ability is air glide, which allows him to glide across zones. While this shit is cool, don't get me wrong, honestly, I think he's one of the most broken characters in the game. Now don't get me wrong, both these characters are fun to play, trust me. The problem is how the level design doesn't blend with their playing style. Mighty makes things easier because of his high defense. Ray just breaks the level design as a whole. He can glide over many things and avoid them. Not to mention the level design in enemy places can stop him as well. Don't get this wrong, this isn't a level design issue, but a character issue. You can tell these characters were most likely developed later and never intended for the original release of Sonic Mania. Just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, this game consists of 14 zones, 9 comebacks and 5 brand new zones. Angel Island Zone, Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Studiopolis Zone. Man, this level is fucking incredible. The music, the flow, the aesthetic, this is easily by far my favorite Sonic level of all time. It's fantastic. Flying Battery Zone, Press Garden Zone. Man, I remember me and my roommate were losing our shit to this level. It's so beautiful. Stardust Speedway Zone, Hydrocity Zone, Mirage Saloon Zone. The music here is fucking good. Oil Ocean Zone, Lava Reef Zone, Metallic Malice Zone, Titanic Monarch Zone. There's a slight tension to the zone that I really appreciate leading up to the final boss. It's a pretty nice touch. Egg Revere Zone. Sonic Mania's zones are formatted similar to Sonic 3K, filled with elemental shields, star posts that have access to bonus stages, giant rings dedicated to special stages scattered across the zone. It's the same here, but feels more polished than ever. It's now the most balanced classic Sonic game in terms of overall design. If there was a sequel to this game, this level design is the way to go. It's perfect. Special stages in this game are my favorite by far. It's both challenging to the player but not too hard to shy away newcomers. Like the previous game, you're rewarded with a Chaos Emerald. After collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, Sonic and the rest of the gang are able to turn into super forms, both faster and stronger than ever. Boss battles return in the same format as Sonic 3K. Act 1 is the sub-boss, Act 2 is the main boss. Every boss of the game is pretty enjoyable, but my favorites are the horrible heavies. Each one of them are unique and so fun to play, I always get excited to go against them. Seriously, when you face against Heavy Magician, you fight against the hooligans. That's pretty fucking amazing to me. Now back to Encore mode. Encore mode is a remixed version of main mode. Every level is slightly altered from enemy placement, giant rings, and items. Special stages are even harder than before too. There's also a new bonus stage that players go into a 3D pinball machine and grind up characters into items. Wait, did I just say characters? Encore mode lets you play as every playable character in Sonic Mania. There's no life system here as it's replaced by 5 characters themselves. Once you run out of characters, it's game over. I mean, if you couldn't figure it out already, Sonic Mania is indeed my favorite Sonic game of all time. This game is a classic Sonic fan's wet dream. It perfected Sonic 3, which I thought was damn perfect itself. How Christian Whitehead and others managed to figure that out is beyond me, and it's incredible. Seriously, props to you guys who are watching this. Not just that, the other artists of the game that focus on music and animation. T-Lopes, dude, you're amazing here. The music here in this game is fantastic. Really props to you, man. I can't express how much I love Studio Office Act 2 music. It's so good. Seriously, the entire soundtrack is a banger, man. Tyson H, your style choice for classic Sonic's world is amazing. Whenever I think of Sonic, I think of your Sonic, dude. That's a huge compliment. And the classic Sonic series review is done. That was really fun doing these, guys. You know, it's funny, I've kind of been out this franchise since 2017. I've been so kind of out of touch with the franchise lately. Because I've just been kind of fed up post-Mania. Hopefully Sega respawns and release a new 2D Sonic game, because God, I'll eat that up like candy. I can't wait. And bring back the Sonic Mania team. Those guys was fantastic. Bring back T-Lopes, Tyson, everyone. Literally everyone that worked on Sonic Mania. And just bring them back and make more games, because they're so fucking good. But more importantly, guys, please be clean. You know, the coronavirus is a thing now. Keep your hands clean, learn social distance, stay home if you're quarantined, you know. Be clean and be safe. That's the most important part. We're gonna make through this situation like we always do. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take care.